Are you worried that your partner doesn't love you? Do you have a feeling that something's wrong with your relationship lately and you don't know if it's just a phase or is it a long-term situation? We have gathered the common signs that your partner doesn't love you anymore. Check out the 10 signs in this video and see if any of these apply to your situation. 1. Lack of communication. When you're in a relationship, communication is key. If your partner doesn't seem to want to talk to you or is always busy and never has time for you, that could be a sign that they're not interested in the relationship anymore. If your partner is constantly withdrawing or pulling away, that can be a sign that they're not happy and don't see a future with you. If your partner is always critical of you or never seems to be satisfied, that's another sign that they're not happy. All of these are warning signs that your partner may not love you anymore and might be thinking about leaving the relationship. 2. Lack of intimacy. There are many signs that your partner may not love you, but one of the most telling is a lack of intimacy. If your partner is no longer interested in being physically close to you, or if they pull away when you try to get close, this is a sign that they may check out of the relationship. Another sign of a lack of intimacy is when your partner becomes dismissive or critical of you. If they stop trying to understand or support you, it may be because they no longer care about the relationship. If you're seeing any of these signs, it's time to have a serious conversation with your partner about what's going on. 3. Ignoring your feelings. There are many signs that your partner doesn't love you, and one of the most common is when they ignore your feelings. If your partner consistently ignores your feelings or shows little regard for them, it's a sign that they're not invested in the relationship. If your partner doesn't care about how you feel, it's likely that they don't care about you either. Another sign that your partner doesn't love you is when they never take your side. If your partner is always taking their friends or family members' sides over yours, it shows that they don't value your opinion or relationship. Similarly, if your partner is always making you feel guilty or make you feel like you're the bad guy, it's a clear sign that they don't have any respect for you. 4. Blaming you for problems. When you're in a relationship, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that your partner is perfect. You may start to believe that they can do no wrong and that any problem in the relationship must be your fault. If your partner frequently blames you for things going wrong, it may be a sign that they don't really love you. If your partner never takes responsibility for their own actions, or if they always try to shift the blame onto you, it's a clear indication that they don't respect you. A partner who loves you will want to take care of you and make sure that you're happy. If your partner is always putting the blame on you, then it's clear that they don't really care about your happiness. 5. Making excuses instead of trying. Many people make excuses instead of trying to improve their relationships. If you're not sure if your partner loves you, there are signs you can look for. If your partner is always making excuses instead of trying to fix things, they may not love you. If they don't put any effort into the relationship, it's likely that they don't care about you. Another sign that your partner doesn't love you is if they never take responsibility for their actions. If they're always blaming you for everything that goes wrong, it's a clear sign that they don't care about how you feel. If your partner isn't willing to work on the relationship, it's time to move on. 6. They don't want to spend time with you. There are numerous signs that can indicate your partner doesn't love you. One of the most telling is if your partner doesn't want to spend time with you. If your partner is always busy and never has time for you, it's a clear sign they're not interested in continuing the relationship. Another sign is if your partner consistently makes excuses not to see or talk to you. If they're always too busy or not feeling well, it's likely they've already mentally moved on from the relationship. If your partner is always taking care of themselves and neglecting you, it could also be a sign that they're no longer interested in being with you. Pay attention to these signs as they may indicate that it's time to move on from your current relationship. 7. They're always angry or critical. When you're in a relationship, it's normal to feel like your partner loves you. After all, they're with you, right? However, there are some signs that your partner may not love you as much as you think. One sign is if they're always angry or critical. If your partner is always yelling at you or putting you down, then it's likely that they don't love you. Another sign is if they never take any interest in your life. If your partner never asks about what's going on with you or doesn't show any concern, then it's likely that they don't really care about you. Finally, if your partner always seems to be distant and cold, then it's possible that they don't love you as much as you thought. If your partner displays any of these signs, it may be time to reconsider your relationship. 8. they don't make any effort to improve the relationship. If you're in a relationship and you feel like your partner doesn't love you, it's time to take a step back and assess the situation. Maybe your partner doesn't make any effort to improve the relationship, or maybe they always put themselves first. If your partner is always trying to change you, it's a sign that they don't love who you are. If your partner doesn't make any effort to improve the relationship, it's a sign that they don't love you or care about you. 9. Lack of support. It can be difficult to determine whether or not your partner loves you. However, there are certain signs that can indicate a lack of love or support. If your partner does not make an effort to spend time with you or show interest in your life, this may be a sign that they do not care for you. If they are not able to give you the time that you need, it is possible that they do not love you. If your partner is unwilling to be supportive of your goals or dreams, this may also indicate a lack of love for you. 10. Lack of common interests. It's not always easy to tell whether or not your partner loves you, but there are some signs that can give you a pretty good idea. One of the most obvious signs is if your partner lacks common interests with you. If they're never interested in doing the things you love and would rather spend their time doing something else, it's a clear indication that they're not as invested in the relationship as you are. In conclusion, if your partner is not affirming your love, is not expressive, avoids physical touch, and shows little interest in spending time with you, they may not be in love with you. If you have concerns that your partner does not love you, it is important to talk to them about your feelings. If they do not address your concerns, it may be time to consider ending the relationship. If you enjoy watching this video, please support my channel by clicking on the like and subscribe button. Also, please consider watching my other videos to learn more about how you can improve yourself each day.